Hey everyone, Julio Rodriguez here for Card Player TV on day 4 of the $25,000 WPT Championship at Bellagio. The chip leaders are Shawn Buchanan, Heather Sue Mercer, Robert Cooper, Matt Stout, and Billy Baxter. We had a chance to talk to chip leader Shawn Buchanan. Now, can you possibly put into words what this tournament's been like for you?
Lucky. One word. No, it's. I mean, I haven't misstepped yet. I've been making good decisions, sitting and changing gears at the right time. But I mean, I've hit loads of hands. Like, just kind of been real fortunate.
Now, you played a couple big pots of Brandon Cantu yesterday. Can you talk about that?
Well, one hand I raised in the cutoff, and he called on the button, and it came Queen 2-7. I check called like 20,000. The turn was a 10, and I led kind of small, like 23,000. He raised me like 40 more. I re-raised him 140, and he called. And the river was a 6, and I bet like 200,000, and he called, so that was a big hand. Then I raised with the 9-10.
Wait, you didn't tell us what you had or what he had.
I'm sorry. What did I have? I had 10s.
Okay.
I thought I said I had 2 10s. Either way, I had 10s. And then not sure what he had. He didn't show. And then I raised with the 9-10 of clubs. It comes 8 Jack Queen, like I've been running. And he had 2 aces, and we ended up getting it all in. I check raised, and he moved all in on the flop, and that was it.
Now, you've been first place, second place, first place at the end of 3 days. Is that something you shoot for?
I don't really shoot for anything. I just kind of play and play my cards and see what happens. But last time at Mandalay Bay, I was chip leader every day, the whole tournament, and I won. So maybe I can do it again.
We also talked to Matt Stout about a very special day in his world. So yesterday was a very important day for you. Can you tell us how everything went?
Yeah, April 20th, 420 is always a good date, and I went from 172,000 to about 900. Well, I got up to a million, back down to 920,000. So it was the heater I've been waiting for the whole tournament, pretty much. So I'm feeling pretty good going into day 4, even though we got a pretty tough table draw here.
I saw a pretty fun hand you played with AMAC. Want to talk about it?
Yeah, it was interesting. Benjamin limped under the gun, and he and I both had about 800,000. I think AMAC had about 350 or 400, and it was 2,500, 5,000. I made it 20,000 with queens. And in the 3-hole, AMAC called from the big blind, and Benjamin called. The flop came king, queen, queen with 2 diamonds, so probably not the worst flop. It checks around to me pretty quickly, and I almost did c-bet quads here. I mean, I do play these hands pretty fast sometimes, but I decided to check behind here, and checked around to me after, I think, an offsuit 5 turn, and I bet 42,000. AMAC called, and the river was the 9 of hearts. AMAC checked, I bet 90,000, and he called with ace king. So I mean, if I played it faster, I might have been able to get a little more money out of him, but I'm not even sure we would have gotten 3 streets out of him anyway. So.
And what's your plan for today with Mr. Johnny Bax on your left?
Run him over. No, Bax is a good friend of mine. We play a lot together online. We don't get too out of line against each other. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. I think other people would have a lot bigger problem than I would with him on my left. And it's not just because he backs me. It's because he just really doesn't like getting out of line against me. He has a lot of respect for my game, which is why he puts me in a 25K to begin with.
There are 35 players remaining, and the money bubble is at 18. So be sure to keep it locked on cardplayer.com for all your updates. I'm Julio Rodriguez for Card Player TV.